This is Gillette Stadium's parking lot. It holds 23,000 cars. Now imagine filling it up a little over twice every single day. That's how many vehicles are towed daily in America, according to Look Up a Plate. With the average tow ranging from $125 to $275, depending on the distance towed, the industry generates $6.9 to $15 million a day. While towing has always been a steady business, something changed recently, creating a perfect storm of opportunity for tow truck drivers today, transforming an unassuming blue-collar profession into a multi-million-dollar enterprise.
They laughed at me when I got one, then they didn't laugh very long after they saw it work.
To find out what's behind this shift, I took a close look at some alarms sounding in the auto industry to understand why it's positioned to thrive, and got a better understanding of why some tow truck companies are more lucrative than others. Along the way, I learned why this is one of the most reliable hustles out there. The first thing you need to understand is everyone hates getting towed.
Call the police! What are you doing? What are you doing?
But everyone also loves getting towed.
No cell phone and no way to get out. She was stuck. So he called for rescue and winched the car with the woman in it to safety.
These two views sum up our long-running conflict with tow truck drivers. Knights in shining armor for some, for others, seeing a tow truck driver is like saying,
hello to the bad guy.
However you feel about them, there's no denying that right now, tow trucking has become a surprisingly profitable opportunity. Between 2012 and 2024, annual towing revenue in the US increased from $1.5 billion to an estimated $12 billion. Now, take a look at this chart. Since 2000, due to advancements in production, the average lifespan of a light car like an SUV or compact has jumped from 8.9 years to 12.6 years. Some cars can reach over 200,000 miles, even 300,000 miles with the right maintenance. Okay, so people are holding on to their existing cars for longer, and the rising cost of new ones is likely to blame. According to a study by Edmunds, almost half of car buyers want to spend $35,000 or less on a new car, and 14% aim for under $20,000. Hello, I'm part of that team. I bought mine for, what was it? An $11,000 2012 Toyota Corolla. I love you. But just as drivers are less likely to buy new cars, they're more likely to cut corners on upkeep. According to the Wall Street Journal, they're buying cheaper tires, skipping oil changes, and avoiding repairs to brakes and shocks. As seen with the auto supply store Genuine Parts Company, shares crashed to their lowest levels in decades, driven by a continued cautious end consumer who's deferring certain service and maintenance-related purchases. Simply put, the economy is tough and people are investing less in their cars. And less investment means the potential for more breakdowns. Add it all up and you have a perfect storm for success. Not for those drivers, of course, but for existing and aspiring tow truck drivers. One entrepreneur's story shows just how profitable this industry can be. In 2014, Early Walker co-owned a car dealership and got super fed up with how much it cost him to have his cars towed to the lot. Early told Windy City Live that he spent $8,000 on what he called
one raggedy truck. I call it the Fred Sanford and Son truck.
He started towing the cars himself. What started as a way to save money quickly became a source of income when people began calling him for tows. Then he realized a way that he could scale his business fast. These are prices from 3 tow truck businesses in Chicago. Do you see the same thing he saw? The opportunity was clear. Early started offering $40 tows, way cheaper than anyone else. By undercutting the competition, he stood out and gained attention while building a loyal customer base. He leased a tow lot, upgraded his equipment, and hired a team. That initial $8,000 investment in an old, raggedy truck turned into a $1 million a year business in just 3 years. To scale this business into a multi-million-dollar enterprise, tow truck drivers needed to provide something extra. This is something extra. It's a crashed car on the edge of a mountain. Usually, it'd be unrecoverable, but not for a business like Jan's Towing. Jan Quackenbush started with a beat-up tow truck he acquired by trading a few cars with a friend. Just like Early, his business grew organically through word of mouth.
And I would have my friends call me because they knew I had a tow truck. They'd say, hey, I had a few too many. Can you pick me up, tow me home? And of course.
But what really set Jan apart was his ability to tackle the most challenging niche jobs, like pulling vehicles off steep mountains that others called unrecoverable. The company did this through the help of a military rotator.
We had rotators around before anybody even knew about a rotator, and those facilitated a big need for mountain recoveries. They laughed at me when I got one. Then they didn't laugh very long after they saw it work.
Jan's Towing Mountain Rescue goes for around $750 to $950, depending on the size of the vehicle. Now, Jan's Towing is an absolute powerhouse. The company operates in 50 plus locations, employs 30 plus people, and generates $8.1 million annually. Clearly, towing businesses are primed to thrive in today's market, and there are a few reasons why that's not likely to change anytime soon. First, the industry is growing. Remember, people aren't servicing their cars, and as repairs drop, every stalled car, every flat tire, every impound is another opportunity. Second, it's easy to get started. As we've seen, a single truck is enough to get things rolling. You can get one for as little as $3,300 on Facebook Marketplace. This is one I legit found on Facebook Marketplace. Lastly, cars don't care about recessions. They'll continue to break down, need to be recovered, or get impounded. This isn't just another source of income. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry built for those who see the opportunity. If that's you, here's how you can get started. Grab the proper permits, licenses, and insurance you need, but first, figure out what problem you're solving for your customers. Check out the competition and then get moving. To help with that, check out this one-page business template, a simple, no BS way to map out your idea fast. It'll help you define your ideal customer, create a thorough marketing plan, and estimate how much funding you'll need. But let's not oversimplify. Starting and maintaining a thriving business takes effort, and doing it the wrong way, no matter how well the industry is performing, could cost you everything.
And ASAP Towing owner Vince Serrano turned himself in today.
Police say that he defrauded the state by failing to properly report thousands of dollars made by selling towed cars that he sold.
In 2021, an internal audit uncovered close to $190,000 in concealed revenue. The scheme can be seen in the details of a 2020 lawsuit brought against the company. The suit alleged that ASAP violated the Service Members Civil Relief Act by illegally auctioning or selling 33 vehicles belonging to service members without court approval. Essentially, if you kept your vehicle with them for too long, they'd sell your car and not report it. In case you didn't know,
That's illegal.
the lesson: shortcuts and shady deals might seem like a quick toll to success, but they'll leave you stranded in the end. If you're interested in learning more about another industry on the rise, check out my video on the $1 million business behind picking up trash. Don't forget to check out our business plan template and subscribe to the Hustle YouTube channel for more tips on how businesses are making bank, and more importantly, how you can too.